Oh, stop whining. Be short. Exactly. It's like, oh no, I won't want to be short. Diaphragm. Okay. Big liver. Right lobe. This is the right lobe. The right lobe, I think, gets divided to kind of into three sections. Here is its left lobe, but you can actually pick it up. See the gallbladder right there? Looks kind of like a deflated raisin, doesn't it? In the back, I don't know if this one might be, and again, I'm not an expert on cat lobe, but this one may be the quadrate lobe. I'm not sure what, you guys, I won't ask you, I would never ask you lobes of a cat. It's liver, I wouldn't do that. But you can see the liver very dense. Here's the stomach. You can see here's the greater curvature of the stomach because the greater omentum is stuck to it. So here's your greater omentum. So in here, if you actually take a look at that, looks sort of like this greater omentum, doesn't it? But it's a little smaller. It's in the lesser curvature of the stomach, so it's called the lesser omentum. So greater omentum, lesser omentum. This weird looking thing on the side is called the spleen. It's quite long and narrow in a cat, so that's the spleen. Let me lift up the greater omentum and the stomach. So you can see this brown, very thin organ right here. This is the pancreas. So there's the pancreas right there. Very thin. We say it has a kind of a glandular appearance. If you kind of look at glands, they all sort of look like that. But that is the pancreas. So that makes this section right here, this first little section, maybe about that section right there, the duodenum. Only about an inch in the cat, the first inch. So then you've got your intestines here. I don't know, jejunum, ileum, I don't know. I do know that this would be, let me see here. So let's see. See where these two sections kind of come in like that? And it sort of looks like a little lump here and a little lump here. Looks kind of like an M. This is the cecum right here. So this makes this the ileum. So this mesentery right here, right there, is the mesentery. I'm going to guess, and I'm going to say that's the middle colic, that's the right colic, and that's the ileocolic. What the heck? Why not? 1, 2, 3. So this would be the superior mesenteric continuing on. What's that? Some unusual cat organ that I've never seen before. Look that up. I don't know what it is. This colon does not have a transverse ascending descending, not like us. It's just basically a straight colon. So there it is there. Okay? Right here, from here down. And you see it's almost the same width and size as the ileum, isn't it, at this point? So that goes all the way down. This is a female, so here's its bladder right here. And behind it, you're going to see two nice prominent fat pads. Both males and females have that. Then we have right here, this actually is the uterus. This is the body of the uterus coming down here. And these on either side are the uterine horns. The uterine horns basically come up and turn around, and this is the ovary. That little pea shape. Yeah, it is. But these, you might be able to see at the end of this, there are these little finger-shaped projections. These are the fimbriae. So it kind of comes up and funnels out, and then these little fimbriae kind of surround. So if this is the ovary, the fimbriae kind of do that. They do the same thing in the human. So they basically, the ovary's here, and when it ovulates the oocyte, the fimbriae pick up the oocyte and bring it into the fallopian tube. The fallopian tube is very, very small. So let's see, this is the fallopian tube here. So this is the uterine horn right here. It stops, and this is probably the fallopian tube right there. And this is the ovary right there. So we, as females, human females, we're very different. We have a very big body, no uterine horns to speak of, and fallopian tubes that come out. So in the human female, what looks like the fallopian tubes, what looks like the uterine horn in the cat actually are kind of what the fallopian tubes look like. And I thought that was the case, and I had a student who was a vet, and he's like, no, that's the uterine horns. And actually, I'll bring them out. I've got a pregnant cat. I'll bring her out, and I'll put her on this table as a demo, because one of our students a number of years ago opened up the cat and discovered she was pregnant. So basically the kittens all sit and up and down here. Oh, come on, people.
That's what I was going to ask you. Can you tell if one's
months, she might have been. Because if you actually look at young cats, the uterine horns are very, very thin. She might just be an older cat, or yeah, she could have been pregnant. Here's the kidney. You guys haven't poked through that yet, but there's the kidney. You can actually, if you eventually poke through this and pull it away, you will eventually strike, again, when you start getting down into there, you will strike aorta, and you will strike inferior vena cava. So you kind of got it. So right here is probably the inferior mesenteric, which is then going to split into the colic artery, and then you see all these tiny arteries coming off. So there's the liver, the kidney, surrounding it, it's fat. Basically, it's a big fatty adipose capsule. And that's basically it. That's a cat.